So this is a photo of something called a transformer. No, it's not robots, okay? We're dealing with transformers. And what a transformer uses is it uses a alternating current and either boosts up the voltage or lowers the voltage of the alternating current. So a transformer only works with an alternating current. And I'll explain why. So over here, you got a primary coil, okay? And the alternating current is fed through the primary coil and it works its way round. Now, alternating current keeps on changing direction. So as the current is traveling through, okay, you can use a right-hand corkscrew method and you can find out that, hey, the magnetic field, I can't really draw it very well, but the magnetic field is going something like so, okay? But that depends, right? If the current is going in that direction. So if the current reverses direction, then the magnetic field also reverses direction. Now you get my drift. So in the primary coil, you have an alternating current. The alternating current is generating an alternating magnetic field. Now over here, you got a soft iron core, right? You don't want it to be a permanent magnet, so you want it to be soft. So what the soft iron core does is it amplifies the magnetic field generated. So that the magnetic field generated in the primary coil looks like something like that. For example, okay, now because of the iron core, it gets maximized and it actually cuts through the secondary coil. Now, what did we say? When there's a changing magnetic field that cuts through a wire, that generates a electromagnetic force, that generates a current that goes through the secondary coil. So because of the primary coil, okay, there's an alternating current. The alternating current generates a magnetic field. That magnetic field is amplified by the iron core. It cuts through the secondary coil, and that generates a current in the secondary coil. So what the iron core is trying to do is carry the magnetic field from the primary coil into the secondary coil. Now, transformers only work with an alternating current because you need a changing magnetic field. That is why a direct current is not going to work with a transformer, because it won't produce a changing magnetic field. And if there's no change in magnetic field, even if you get the magnetic field to cut through here, because it's not changing, there's not going to be any there's not going to be any current generated in the secondary coil because the magnetic field is not changing. The only way you get a magnetic field changing is with an alternating current, where the current is changing direction, and that changes the direction of the magnetic field. So if you use your corkscrew method, right, these fingers are going towards me. Now it's going on the other way. Then it goes back to me. It's a changing magnetic field.